Lux, Anguis here. Today's topic is about unadulterated chaos. And what I mean by that, unadulterated chaos, how I like to call it, or uncontrolled chaos. I came face to face with that right now, on my path, on my journey. And how could I describe it? It's more so a overdoses. It's more so a excess of personal, primordial, dark energies and chaos that you cultivate for yourself in your spiritual practices of dark magic, of invocation, of evocation, with more so darker forces. And what can happen over the time is that you cultivate sometimes an excessive amount of these energies within your own system. How can these affect you, and how did these affect me? Where every person is an individual, and every person will have different kind of effects and changes within themselves, working with these type of energies. And working, and right now outside nature also, and right there I saw someone or something standing in the forest. Very interesting. But where unadulterated chaos can cause you to have very, very more so dark behaviors within yourself too, what we mass collectively and subconsciously with our own soul and spirit came to recognize as dark. This can be over emotionality, this can be irrationality, this can be an excessive amount of passivity, this can be your own unhealed shadow can take over, and you can start behaving in certain unhealthy and toxic manners that is not only unhealthy for your own self, but can be unhealthy for your people who are in connection to you. So these dark energies who are in excessive amount with your own system and who aren't processed yet can cause you to behave and change in these manners. That's why it's very important to have meditation sessions throughout your day. That's why it's important to ground yourself every day. That's why it's important that you can also use these excessive energies into something more creative, because some of these energies they will seek a outlet in one way or another. They will seek an outlet in one way or another. And if your own capacities and capabilities and foundations aren't strong enough, aren't better enough to handle them in a healthy pace, I can tell you out of my own experience, this can go in an unbeneficial direction for your own self. Either you can become so unstable, so chaotic, that you lose your mind and you lose your grip and sense of a healthy amount of self-control and boundaries. Of course, the whole premise of this practice is, of course, go beyond the boundaries of your inner and outer existence, go beyond everything that you know. But there can be, and there should be sometimes, a healthy boundary to it, a healthy foundation to it. If you know what I mean? So I can recognize it right now in my own practice, in my own journey, that it's very, very important if you come to recognize within yourself per meditation, per introspection, that you become too dark, too emotional, too chaotic, too lethargic also, or too crazy, that you have an excessive amount of unadulterated chaos and darkness within yourself, within your being, and you need to stop your practices and focus more so on grounding, letting go, and using this excessive amount of energy in creativity and some projects, you know. Otherwise, I'm telling you, otherwise it will negatively affect your own well-being, your relationships, and your overall life. So take that into consideration, take that into your heart. And before I leave you, ladies and gentlemen, how you can simply, very, very simply, in a very simple manner, easy manner, let go of this excessive amount of chaos or dark energy. If you don't have anything creative or a endeavor to fulfill, is just simply go outside in nature like I am. Just be there in nature, barefoot. If you have the possibility, take your foot into the river, like let these things flow, let these things out, or take the foot on the ground, on grass, whatever, and just let these things release itself. Or you can just basically take an intentional bath or a shower where you release excessive amount of energies, or just learn sigil magic and create some sigils for yourself with this excessive amount of energies within your system. So yeah, all in all, be careful, ladies and gentlemen, with unadulterated chaos. Check in with yourself, and if you recognize you have this within your system, use it to your own benefit. Don't let it rest all too long within your system and without any direction. Other than that, NAGA bless, and we shall see and hear us surely again.